My name is Bruce Slane, and this video is a continuation of my coverage and my commentary on Jordan Peterson's current health and his current condition. And as a disclaimer, I did not review any of Jordan Peterson's medical records. I did not speak with any of his doctors or family members or Jordan Peterson. This is just simply my hypothesis or speculation based on the video that his daughter put out recently and the previous one, giving an update on her father's health and her interview with Piers Morgan. And I hope that Jordan Peterson is doing well physically and mentally. I hoped that he would be putting out videos on philosophy and religion or the current status of his health coming from his own mouth, but I haven't seen that. I wasn't optimistic. I didn't see that, and it's sad and troubling. It was my opinion, if you watched my last video, that he likely suffered from a hypoxic brain injury from the sepsis. He likely went into septic shock. When that happens, your blood pressure drops, and it could cause a lack of blood flow to the brain, could cause a hypoxic brain injury. I did not want that for him. I don't want that for him. I truly believe that Jordan Peterson is a remarkable person. He has these remarkable perceptions about life and how you should conduct yourself. And I believe that he uh, gained enormous success in following those beliefs on telling the truth and working hard and all these incredible perceptions. However, I don't believe that he perceived healthcare system in a healthy, productive manner in order to get the best medical care he could get. I think that he and his daughter are likely victims of the healthcare system, of the limitations of it, of the frustrations that go along with getting healthcare. And I want to go through that a bit with you because pneumonia is treatable and sepsis is treatable and it's preventable. So his daughter put out an initial video on his health, and in that time frame, each year about 40,000 people in America die from pneumonia. So there was 2.5 million people who watched her initial video. So from that point to this point in time, there was likely over 100 people that watched that just died of pneumonia. They didn't get to a hospital fast enough, or they didn't get treatment quick enough, and they just died. So it's sad. It's something that bringing awareness to this can make a difference. And that is my videos usually focus on health and legal and sometimes safety issues. So let's watch a clip from his daughter, part of the latest one that she put out, and go from there.
He's still very unwell, but he's not in the hospital. I'm seeing him every day for hours, which is really nice. We're working with great specialists and giving him more time to recover. I'm hopeful he will recover with time. I'm hopeful now, but it's still early on and he's still quite unwell, and we're still really not sure what's going on, whether it's an immune system issue, neurological, both. So I wanted to give an update that was like, things are really bad, but they're not as bad as they were a month ago or 2 months ago. So that's the
So to comment on this, and I'm not trolling Michaela Fuller or Jordan Peterson. Do, do you honestly believe that his treating neurologist does not know the current state of Jordan Peterson and why he might be acting in a certain manner or behaving in a certain manner, or his physical health is in relation to his neurological condition? That the treating immunologist or whomever is seeing Jordan Peterson at this time doesn't know what's going on. They know. They have an understanding now. They might have told the family, well, my diagnosis is idiopathic, and he's been through a lot, and it takes time to heal, and we got to take it day by day. And they do that because if they just said, well, there's epoxic brain damage. Yeah, and there's consequences to that. And good luck, work with the occupational therapist, and let's see what happens. Family members and people get pissed off. That's not so. Neurologists, I have family members that or one of them is a neurologist, and I'll talk to them. They're like, well, we know we know what it is. And it's like, well, the patient needs to know. The patient needs to know because that's how they're able to come to terms with things. That's how they're able to seek medical care, even if the medical care is limited in options. So doctors know, they know. And when dealing with a medical condition, having that philosophy, well, we don't know and they don't know, rather than someone comes home, oh, you're having trouble breathing. Well, there's something going around. They don't really know. Instead of taking the position, no, doctors know, they know, and you got to get into the doctor and you got to get answers. And if they're not giving you answers, you get back to them or go to another doctor. You get to the ER, you get answers. They know they need to do their job. 1997, I was diagnosed with mesothelioma and my right lung was surgically removed. This was attributed to asbestos exposure. Today, I'm an attorney and I fight for the rights of injured victims. My name is Bruce Slane, and if you or a loved one was recently diagnosed with mesothelioma, call me. I'd like to speak with you. That's what gets you to that aggressiveness, that assertiveness. Did they do blood work? Did they do a chest x-ray? What's your blood oxygen? These are steps that need to be taken if you have trouble breathing and you could have pneumonia. So I want to show you a picture fast, and just to show you a point. And I want you to look at Jordan Peterson's wrist. So I want you take a look. I have respiratory issues as well. Jordan Peterson has respiratory issues. I have respiratory issues. I'm wearing a watch too. My watch is an Apple Watch. My watch can take blood oxygen readings. Now, it's not FDA approved. The standard is really the fingertip monitor, and you could carry that around him, and maybe he has one of those in his pocket. Maybe not, but but at least the watch is something. So if you have trouble breathing, you could check what's your blood oxygen. So if you get sent back from a doctor, well, no, my blood oxygen just fell another couple points. You could go back. It's a gauge. Now, usually in cases like this, it's one of multiple things. It's something that the doctors could have dropped the ball. The patient could have dropped the ball. A lot of times it's a combination between them both. Sometimes it's the patient just not asserting themselves and the healthcare system being limited as it is. So it's really unfortunate. Let me play another clip of Michaela Fuller, and I'm not beating up on her. My heart goes out to his family. It's a tragedy. I just want to just stress these are perceptions that Jordan Peterson and his daughter have. They've sort a lot of their health care together over the years because they have a lot of the same immunological issues. So this is the perception. She probably got these perceptions from her father to some extent. They don't know. It's whatnot. Let's watch the video.
It's complicated is because it was, and it was a miracle we figured out what was going on in the first place. It took years to figure out. Doctors don't understand food sensitivities, autoimmunity, psych med withdrawal is only starting to get talked about. Using a ketogenic diet as a therapy for autoimmune and psychiatric issues is just beginning.
Okay, well, diet is changing your diet. That's wonderful. But doctors don't understand allergies or immunology issues. That's crazy. That's good. There's You're a board certified allergist immunologist. It's a double board certification. It's an immunology and allergy, and they understand everything about allergies and immunology. So I mean, I've worked with immunologists as experts, and you talk to them more than a half an hour on immunology, your head will feel like it's about to explode. It's just they spend their whole life dedicated to immunology and allergy, and it's so sad to hear a statement like that coming from her, or because that's someone that has suffered from immunological conditions and diseases. So you would want to hear that person going, "Oh, my immunologist says this, and my immunologist said that, and my allergist ran these tests, and my allergies ran those tests, and this is the issue." And yes, certain food sensitivities there's not going to be a standard specific test. It's the patient trying different things, exactly what Jordan and his daughter were doing through the years. But it's working with that specialist to get answers. So I wish good health for Jordan Peterson and his family. I truly do. I think it's very sad what he happened to him. It doesn't have to happen to other people out there. And is it something that does he have brain damage, and what's the condition? Well, you could do a neuropsych exam at some point. He's probably not in the state to have one at this point to see what, if any, brain damage he has. What else could it be? Could be psychosomatic. He had a psychotic break from that stay in the ICU. I think he's a strong person. It's been number of months since that ICU stay. So I think it would pull himself out of it to some extent, or to or fully. But this is something that happens when patients get significant sepsis. And it's sad. And that's why you have to do everything you can not to have this happen. Thank you for watching this video. Hit like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.